What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna be doing the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Literally, I did this. I've been having technical difficulties, so I had to do this review all the way over. So this might seem like rushed, but I'm trying to hit all the points. If this is not the first time you've seen me or my face or my content, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment as well. And I hope you guys enjoy.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bag.
All right, so we basically start the episode off with Sonia and her sister. They're talking about basically Sonia not wanting another kid and not feeling pressured about having another kid. She know her husband wants another child, but she's not in that headspace or even want to have another kid, and she doesn't want to feel pressured to have another one. But it might mess with her marriage because throughout this whole episode, everybody's basically telling her, like, you should have another kid. And then, like, with Miss Drew, she threw me all the way to the left because there was something that she said towards the end that I just didn't really vibe with. Like, it's just something that I would never tell, like, my sister or a friend, because it's just, I don't like it. It made me look at Drew real weird, because right now I'm really liking Drew on the season so far. Like, she's really enjoyable, but now after that comment, it really made me feel some type of way. So Sheree and Marlo, they go to like a sauna and they're meeting Candy, and when Candy get there, like, Candy already looks like she is not here for nothing. And I'm just like, okay, Candy, if you didn't want to come, you really shouldn't just came, because it seemed like her walking in, her energy just gave stank. Like, she was like, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm just like, Candy, you should just stay home. Like, if you weren't going to even get in, I get you had an event, but I'm just like, why come? So Sheree and Marlo basically kicks it off and just like, Candy, we want you to be a better friend. And with Sheree, I'm just like, let it go. Like, you really want Candy to, like, you should have been there for me, Candy. Like, what was she supposed to do? Literally, like, she did like what I feel like most people would do. I'm gonna give you your space as a friend, but I'm not gonna sit up here and just like, I've never seen you in this state. So for me just to be like, especially I already wanted you to be not be with that person, just like, girl, thank God you're finding out with him. That might trigger something else where you go off on me and I didn't do nothing. So like, Candy was like calling bullshit because she was just like, y'all want me to give y'all something that y'all don't even give me. And I totally agree with Candy. Like, y'all, like, regardless of the fact, we could say like, we could talk about off the strength of what they said about Candy sitting outside at Drew's little event. They don't give a fuck about Candy. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why do y'all care? For real, why do y'all care? It's just weird. Especially Marlo. Marlo's like, Candy, I was going through this with my sister. Did you know this? Did you know that? Did you know this? It's just like, Marlo, you don't really give a fuck about this girl? You don't. So when Candy was just like, I can't give y'all this much like time and attention as a friend because my whole family's telling me the same thing. Like, I need to like work about like time management. And Marlo's like, maybe that's something you need to work on. And I don't know, the way she said it, I even was just like, because that would piss me off. It's like, don't throw anything in my face to make me feel like shit. I already feel bad, and something that's in the back of my mind. You ain't gotta try to throw another jab in there. I already feel bad about it, but you're not gonna make me feel bad about some shit. That would piss me off. So while they're over here going off, Candy's like, I am frustrated. I was like, Candy is this. I'm trying to tell you, like, there's been times that obviously we see Candy like crumble a little bit under the pressure, but like, like after these other seasons, I have not seen Candy like this. I'm just kind of shocked because like they really are giving Candy and Kenya a run for their money, because Kenya like over here doing this in like Marlo's face. I'm like, y'all are really giving the girls a run for their money. But regardless, Candy gets pissed and the girls like come and just like try to hug her, and I'm just looking like, bitch, don't fucking hug me. Like, don't touch me. Like, especially if I'm in like that space of like real anxiety and like a lot of like stress on me. I don't need you to hug me, because one, is fake, and two, it's an inner cry, bitch.
It's an inner cry. Let me figure it out.
So we see Sonia, she's cooking dinner for Ross, and I'm just like, baby, Sonia, I'm gonna have to teach you how to cook. Like, my dad is a gourmet chef, so I literally just made shrimp scampi over the weekend, and the shit was chef's kiss. Okay, so you might have to call me. I could be a personal chef, girl. But they basically talk about like the whole situation about how they want her to have another baby, and she's just not here for it. She was just like, why is it that we have to care about and like cater to the man's legacy, but I have so much I want to give? And to be honest, Sonia is a very accomplished track athlete, like literally, like probably the most across the Housewife franchise. I feel like she is on one of the most accomplished, next to like Dr. Wendy and some of the other girls. But Kenya Moore being Miss America, like Miss USA, these are very accomplished women, but you're basically trying to make them like, you know, this is Ross, he was a football player, and yeah, his wife, she's more than just his wife, or she's more than just a mother. Like, and I feel like she wants to like focus on her brand and her business. And really what I think it is she finally got on the show, and she wants to really get the full experience instead of just being a pregnant girl in the group. So I get it. And he's not really here for it. He's just like, I want another kid regardless. I don't care what we got to do, but I want another kid. And I kind of feel like it's kind of selfish, because she's saying like, what do I feel like you would resent me if I don't want to have another kid? But I feel like it's vice versa. It can go both ways, for real. So Sonia, so Sheree, we see Sheree and her little collection. She by Sheree, and like she's on the phone with her I guess project manager, and the clothes are looking cute. I'm like, I'm not mad at it. The clothes are cute. The color, I love all shades of blue. So I mean, you got me there. So, but this, I'm just like, if Sheree would have did this, she would have been rolling in money. But like they always say, better late than never. So we see Marlo and her nephews. They're cleaning her stuff, and she basically talking to them about her sister. Next, okay, looking at the clips for next week, if Marlo did kick them kids out, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but that I was just like, you just, so your whole storyline, you know, I'm gonna leave it alone. So we see Kandi at the smell like the little candle making event with Kenya and Manetta. So Manetta, she's the new friend of the Housewives, and literally she could just been she couldn't just be on the show. I feel like she's probably a friend because she's not really in the mix, but I mean, she's a beautiful woman. She's married to a white guy. They look like a beautiful couple, and she's like newly married, and she has a kid with Neo. So I think we saw her on like what Hollywood X's, was that the show? Atlanta? I think so. So Manetta brings Kandi on Turkey Drive, and like Kandi cares, and Kenya basically was telling her that Marlo was dogging her out because Kandi doesn't help nobody, Kandi doesn't support nobody, and like obviously we know that's like a lie. Like Kandi is very charitable, and like she like, Kandi, you could donate to me. So no. So Kenya, I feel like the way that Kenya brought back the message off of that conversation she had at the table, that lunch that they had, she was putting 20 on 10. Yes, Marlo was running her name through the mud, but not at that table. Like Marlo was just saying, I wish she was just a better friend, because Marlo was saying it, Sheree was saying it, I think Drew said something. So it was just like, it wasn't just Marlo, but Kenya made it seem like it was just Marlo. Now, if they would have heard the conversation outside at the Jamaican dinner thing, then yeah, go ahead, say what you gotta say. But I don't know. So Drew, we see Drew send a little invitation to drop it with Drew. Like, to be honest, it should be called Drop It with Sheree, because if you see Sheree's body, come on now. So they bring up the whole bedroom candy thing, because Kenya was like, man, do y'all use the bedroom candy on y'all honeymoon? She's like, and you know we did. And Kenya was like, girl, don't bring that up. So they basically get into it, and Kenya was like, how are you gonna get mad at me for not wanting to have somebody buzzing my, like, having another husband? And that's where I was like with Kenya, I'm like, Kandi, you can't really get mad that she doesn't want another husband to have control of panties that will buzz her private parts, her JJ. So for Kennedy to get mad, just like, well, you know, you said you want to F me in front of my husband. Like, yes, she did say that. And I guess you could have felt that was inappropriate, but you didn't say anything then. but you're bringing it up now. So to be honest, it's irrelevant. So if you felt some type of way, you didn't say it. So Kenya's basically telling you, like, girl, I felt some type of way. I don't like it, and I'm not gonna be a yes man. So I'm not gonna be a friend that's gonna always just say yes. And I mean, I respect it, and I'm on Kenya's side with it. I see where Kenya's saying like she didn't have to participate, but I mean, child, I get it. So Candy and Kenya, they make up, but Kenya was over here just yelling like, I don't want nobody buzzing my pussy. I'm just like, girl, calm down. Ooh. So we're at Drew's little event, and she got the whole window with her face plastered up there, and she just like, I gotta show the girls that this is a real event. And I'm just like, girl, why? Like, why do you care what these girls think? Like, they're gonna say what they're gonna say regardless. Like, literally, seeing Drew working out, they calling her, don't Drew get lipo? Looking like a busted can of biscuits. Like, they're going to say it regardless. They dragged her through this whole thing. So it's just like, but we get in there, Marlo, Sheree, Sonia, they all come together. So while everybody's walking in, Candy and Mañetta come in, and Marlo just walks right by on Candy, and Candy's just like, you see that? You know, Candy got that.
You see that? You see how she didn't want to even say anything? Fake as hell.
She got that. Y'all know Candy. And like with Marlo, I'm just like, you see, you literally in the whole sauna, you was just talking about, I want to be better friends, and I want to da, and I want to, but it's just like, girl, you saw her, but you kept walking. And that's why Marlo always get in trouble. Hypocrite. Everyone's looking at Sheree's body. When I tell you Sheree's body, she is bodied out. We need to be dropping it with Sheree. I would pay for a workout with Sheree, okay? That body was everything. You could tell Sheree. That's why with Sheree is like, people would believe that Sheree actually has a fitness program, or we will believe that Sheree has a fitness line or clothing line, because she looks like a fit woman. Her body is banging, period. That's why I'm just like, girl, you stuck over Tyrone, girl, fuck him. You can get any dude you really want, to be honest. But Sonia goes over to Ralph, and she's just like, yeah, you know, I just need some advice about Ross, your guy Ross, because, you know, he wants another kid, but I don't want another kid. I'm just like, girl, you are going to the wrong person for advice. She went to Ralph and Drew. No, because first of all, I already know, like, you and Drew just had conflict. Like, I'm not going to you for no advice. I really can give a fuck. So he's over here just basically like, you know, just do whatever your heart leads to, and you know, you try to give him a baby. Ciao, girl, bye. But I'm happy that when Marlo walked over, she was like, hey, Candy girl. Candy was just like, girl, I know you. She didn't waste no time. She checked it right then and there. She was just like, girl, I know you saw me, and I heard that you over here talking shit. I'm just like, yes, get her. So while Drew is giving out her little awards, she on the phone. Oh, sorry, skip. Marlo basically tells Candy, she was like, I wasn't the only one. Everybody else was saying stuff too. It was just like a collective conversation. So Todd gets a phone call, and just like somebody hopped his fence, and him and Candy run out. Candy's just like, what's going on? And I'll be like tripping too, but I mean, it seemed very serious. So everybody goes outside, and like they have to go home to make sure everything is good, everything is straight. So they get home. Some dudes over here talking about some, yeah, you know, I'm T.I.'s son.
Jail.
I work with Beyonce. I'm like, Beyonce? Oh, do not talk about Miss Beyonce. And just like, it's just stuff like that. People are lying, and they're trying to get into her gate. Like, that's scary as hell. And I'm happy that everything worked out right, was safe, so it was cool. But Kenya finally gets there while the girls were over here doing the little exercise after they all went inside. And so Jackie spilled the beans. So Jackie was asking questions to Jackie, and just like, so is this a real business? Is this your business? Like, are your partners? What is it? So she basically said that the business they started a business in Chicago. They had 5 locations in Chicago. They came here because she didn't know the Atlanta market, and Drew was the person that she came to learn the Atlanta market. And I'm like, out of all the people that are in Atlanta, Drew. Okay. So they changed the name, the drop of Drew, made Drew the face, and that's what it was. This is not Drew's program. This is Jackie's program, but Drew is the face of it, or I guess a partner. So yeah. So when the girls start grilling Jackie, Drew gets mad, and because they start getting tongue tied, Drew gets mad, and she throws Sheree on the bus. She's like, well, you know, at least mine's coming out. It hasn't. It didn't take 10 years for it to come out. I'm just like, Sheree's just over there standing there with a water bottle, just like, didn't even say nothing. It just got hit by a little missile. Like, so Marlo comes and she starts with Kenya, and because Kenya told Candy like that she was talking mess, blah blah blah. Kenya was like, well, I mean, that's true. I did say that. And she was like, well, if I say anything, it's going to be true. I'm going to bring it back, but I'm going to bring it back true. And Kenya said that Candy really don't F with you because Candy's not there. So Kenya and Marlo, they basically play the same game. They do the same thing to each other because literally Kenya just asked Marlo the other day, it was just like, so you're over here talking about me. You're trying to assassinate my character to Sheree. But then Candy, Kenya, you just did the same thing with Candy. Like literally, Kenya, Candy, Sheree, Marlo have been doing the same thing to each other this whole fucking time. So Marlo just started throwing insults and just like, girl, you can't keep a man, you bad skin, look at your makeup, fake booty, can't keep a man, Mark don't love you, just like going ham. I'm just like, it wasn't that deep. It didn't call for all that. So she just going ham, and then Kenya was just like, see, this is the old Marlo. This is the old Marlo that we know. And then Marlo steps in Kenya's face, and Kenya's like, you better get out of my face. You better get out of my face. You gotta get out of my face, because if you step in my face, I'm gonna beat your ass. I said, what? What? Cause you didn't say that to Nene. I'm like, Kenya, you know, you're not annoying me this season. I'm enjoying Kenya on the show. But I'm like, Kenya, choose your words wisely. Because we all know what happened. What did Nene say?
Don't make me call Portia.
So when Kenya said that, I'm just like, girl. So Kenya leaves, and she really didn't even do it. She came, got in an argument, and left. Girl. But everything calms down. Everybody's outside and just still throwing insults. Sonia goes up to Drew, and this pissed me off. Sonia went up to Drew, and she's just like, girl, yeah, I'm just going through it a little bit because, you know, Ross want to have another kid, and I don't want to do that right now. And Drew had the fucking nerve to be like, girl, you're going to have to give that man that baby. What? I was just so flabbergasted that she would even say that, because I'm just like, yes, there is a give and take and a compromise within a marriage, but who says to another woman that's just telling her, don't want to have a kid right now, I want to focus on my career, and you're going to say, well, you need to give him that baby. You're his wife. I did it. My husband wanted another child, and I sacrificed my career. But would he do the same thing for you? No. And that was her whole thing, that he wasn't there for her when she was pregnant the first time. Like, Sonia, you are asking, at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's it, y'all. Next episode seemed pretty good. We see Lisa Wu and some other girl with a bad wig and makeup. So, who knows? Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you agree with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.